everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving back into the Hunger Games Mockingjay. I will be covering chapter 3 through 5. A lot happens here. Katniss officially agrees to be the Mockingjay, but we also start to see the cracks in District 13. And honestly, I'm not sure if we can trust Coin at all. Plus, we get some really telling moments between Katniss, Prim and Gale. So let's get into it. When Katniss finally agrees to be the Mockingjay, you would think that would bring her some peace. But no, she goes back to her room restless and unable to sleep. Instead, she starts sorting through the few personal belongings she brought back from the arena. She's weighed down by worry about Peter, about her family, about what the rebels are planning. Honestly, at this point, I don't trust Coin. I don't trust anything happening in District 13. Then we get a really powerful scene with Prim. Prim comes in saying she had a nightmare, but this isn't the helpless little sister we remember from the very first book. Prim has grown up so much, life has forced her to. When Katniss tells her she has agreed to become the Mockingjay, Prim doesn't just smile and nod. She asks the tough question, are you doing this because you want to or because you feel forced to? I feel like Prim is becoming a big sister here. And that floored me. Prim has become wise beyond her years. It feels like she's the one guiding Katniss now. And for once, Katniss opens up. She admits she's scared, not just of the Capitol, but of what the rebels might do to Peter if they win. But Prim pushes back. She reminds Katniss of something huge. You don't realize how valuable you are. You could demand the moon and they will have to give it to you. This moment hit me hard. It shows Prim understands Katniss' worth even better than Katniss does. And honestly, it got me emotional because Katniss and Prim bond has always been the heart of the story. With Prim's words echoing in her mind, Katniss begins to put together her list of conditions for Coin, things she wants guaranteed before she would agree to step into the role of Mockingjay. First, and most importantly, Peter. She demands immunity for him. I love that her top priority is still protecting him, even when everything else feels so uncertain. Next, she extends the same protection to the other victors, Joanna, Annie, because she knows they have endured unimaginable pain and loss. She even includes Buttercup, Prim's cat, and honestly, I love this detail so much. It highlights Katniss' compassion. No life is too small to matter, especially when it means the world to her sister. Then she makes it personal. She insists on being the one to take down President Snow herself. And finally, she asks for something that feels more like home. Time to go hunting with Gale, and for Gale to stay close by her side. Now, here is where I get a little frustrated. I understand Katniss wants Gale near because he's her comfort zone, her survival partner. But when she mentions Peter's immunity, Gale is shocked. And honestly, why, Gale? Why? By now, he should know how much Peter means to Katniss, not just romantically, but as a symbol of compassion and strength. The fact that Gale reacts with surprise makes me feel like he either doesn't get Katniss' heart or he doesn't want to. Now, let's talk about District 13 because this is where things start to feel unsettling. At first, it seems like a place of safety and order. But very quickly, Katniss and we as readers see it is not that simple. Katniss discovers her prep team. Vania, Octavia and Flavius have been locked up in District 13. Why? Because they supposedly took some bread. And not just locked up, but harshly punished. This shocked me. And it made me ask, is District 13 really better than the Capitol? Or is it just a version of the same control? Honestly, we will find out. Katniss is furious. To her, these people were harmless. Yes, they were Capitol citizens, but they never really hurt anyone. This was one of the first real signs that District 13 might not just be the moral savior it claims to be. And then Gale steps in and sides with Coin. When Katniss defends her prep team, Gale basically says, why are you protecting these people from the Capitol? He argues that strict rules and punishments are necessary. And honestly, that really got under my skin. You don't know these people, Gale. You haven't been in the Capitol. You haven't worked with these people. You don't know them. You weren't there, Gale. I have tried to give Gale the benefit of the doubt, but this moment pushed me. Katniss is standing for compassion, while Gale is leaning towards control. That's a huge difference in how they see the world. Finally, we get a big moment with President Coin. Katniss lays out her list of demands, and to our surprise, Coin agrees, but only with a condition. If Katniss breaks her word, if she doesn't live up to being the Mockingjay, then not only she, but everyone she asks to protect will face the consequences. That's a chilling response, and it shows exactly what kind of leader Coin is. Calculated, cold, and unwilling to appear weak. That's why I don't trust her. And then, of course, Gale steps in to defend her. Honestly, Gale, he was like, Coin had no choice but to counter your demand for the victor's safety with one of her own. Katniss, she's running the districts. She can't do it if it seems like she's caving into your will. Like, seriously, what is wrong with you, you thickhead? And he was like, I mean, you put her in a bad position. Bad position? What do you mean by bad position? Katniss is there planning how to save these people, and Gale is there acting weird. He was like, you made her give Peter and the others immunity when we don't even know what sort of damage they might cause. Wow. Seriously, Gale, instead of supporting Katniss' compassion for Peter and the others, he's worried about Coin's image. That tells me everything about where his head is at. When Katniss pushes back, he doesn't even apologize. He just tries to push past it, as if things can go back to normal between them. That's frustrating. Honestly, like, I don't like you, Gale, like... Meanwhile, Beatty's still alive, still brilliant, steps in with his genius. He's the one designing weapons for the rebellion, giving Katniss and Gale tools that could make a real difference in the fight ahead. But then comes the moment everyone's waiting for, Katniss' first big Mockingjay speech. She tries, but it doesn't go smoothly. Her words comes out fueled by anger instead of strategy, and it feels like a complete mistake. And then Haymitch, classic Haymitch, cuts in. He doesn't sugarcoat it. He basically says, "That's, my friend, is how a revolution dies." It's such a powerful reminder. This fight isn't just about weapons or battles. It's about hearts and minds. If the Mockingjay can't inspire people, the rebellion risks collapsing before it even begins. So to sum up, in these chapters, Katniss agrees to be the Mockingjay, but she doesn't do it blindly. Guided by Prim's wisdom, she insists on compassion for Peter, for the other victors, even for the prep team, even for Buttercup. But we also see the darker side of District 13 and Coin's leadership. And most importantly, we see the growing divide between Katniss and Gale. Her heart versus her strategy. For me, this section really raises the question. It's not just about taking down the Capitol. It's about what comes after. Is District 13 truly a better alternative? And where does Katniss fit when her values clash with both Coin and Gale? I will leave you with this. Do you trust Coin? And what do you think about Gale's reaction to Katniss demanding Peter's immunity? Because honestly, that moment made me side-eye Gale so hard. That's it for today's breakdown of chapter 3 through 5. If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.